Well, there's 1,500 to 2,000 people making their way to the United States to demand decent jobs in our country, and they have the right to open borders so that nobody who needs a job can be denied a job in our country.
Seems reasonable.
It doesn't seem reasonable for non-citizens? Sure. If for an invasion force to come in and demand rights? Well, Mexico is aiding them in this. They're helping them all along the way. They said they've disbanded this group. They haven't. But to his credit, our president today made the announcement that he's sending U.S. troops, the military, to the border to put a stop to this nonsense. Bush did it to a certain extent. He sent unarmed National Guard. Obama did it again in 2010, but the last time we really did a military force on the border and meant it was like 1959.
Yeah, it was Eisenhower.
Yeah.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. What does it look like? Have we ever seen this picture before of the poor, of the foreigner or the otherness, the color difference, standing with soldiers who have guns or dogs or are zip ties or handcuffs, trying to go in and stop these people who just want a job? Have we seen this before? They are setting up the images of Martin Luther King. That's what they're doing. This is going to turn into somebody is orchestrating this, and we should look and find out exactly who is paying for all of this. But I'll bet you it's the Democratic Socialists.
There is no other country on earth who would allow this.
No.
Nobody else on earth would allow thousands of people to just demand entry and just to come on in and take jobs.
Europe did it because of the EU.
Well, the refugee thing with the Middle East.
And the interesting thing about this is it's a whole lot larger than just people that want to find good work and just come over from Mexico and whatever the rhetoric is. There's a larger transnational group that's moving these people from all over the world. I went a couple years ago with Louis Gohmert down there to see what was going on. And we got footage of Chinese nationals in an entire group trying to come over. And we asked them, how did you get across? And they're like, well, we go to this country, this country, this country, and eventually we will link up with a coyote that says they're going to come over. This is a very integrated, very highly organized group. Now, there's no reason at all why you can't think that why can't somebody from Hezbollah do the same thing?
Well, they can, and they do.
Easily, yeah.
They do. Well, and this group knows what they're doing, right? They're coming here because they want the visuals you're talking about. I mean, they all know that Donald Trump is going to stop them. And you know who else knows the visuals are a bad idea, I think, is Donald Trump, which is why he's tweeting and talking about Mexico, you better stop them before they get here.
Right.
Because when they get here, what are they going to do? Yeah, they can try to arrest them all, right? And I think they probably don't run. I bet you anything, they stand there and nicely get handcuffed, just like you would in civil disobedience.
The only way to stop them is if they stop them in the water. And the only people doing this was not the Border Patrol that I saw, it was actually the Texas DPS. They have boats that were going, but if the boats miss them and they take one step on our shore, it's over. And it's half the time we don't even detain them. We take them, give them like a written letter and say, you have to come back for your court date at this time.
And then we let them go on our side.
Well,
and
a group of 1,500 to 2,000 at once is almost impossible to stop. Most of those people are going to make it in.
It's almost like chaos
Almost.
is being orchestrated.